What's up and welcome back to Gamers Digest. Here we are with episode 2 of Hogwarts Legacy. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and we're gonna hop right into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed last episode where we went over the sorting ceremony and played through the opening mission, and I gave you guys that tip on how to choose which house you wanted. The only question that really mattered, if you guys didn't see that, it was towards the end of the video, so make sure to go check out the first episode if you missed it. And now we're just gonna do this basic quest. I'll probably speed it up because we're just gonna talk to these students and introduce ourselves, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. Alright, so after you do that, you just talk to those 3 people. We're gonna go head on over to meet Professor Weasley outside of the common room.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Alright, so just like that, guys, we get the Wizarding Handbook. Basically, this is just going to keep track of your progress. So what that means is it's going to track your quest, your level. It's how you're going to check what armor you're wearing. It will allow you to change what spells you have equipped. If you want to go ahead and search that chest, you'll get some coins. And we're just going to follow Professor Weasley up these stairs. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and cast Revelio. And just like that, we collect field guide page. That's the House Elf recipe book. You just unlocked a field guide challenge. So field guides, you're going to see them floating around the world, and every time you see them, you're just going to want to make sure you grab them. This is your quest, your challenges, and you have a couple different main ones. You have the field guide pages, exploration, just regular quests, combat, and then room of requirement. We'll get there eventually, but for right now, it wants us to click on field guide, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And it says each challenge has tiers. So this first one is to collect 2 field guide pages, and you're going to get those glasses as your reward. So I think we'll be able to get another one pretty soon.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Alright, so now flue flames are basically just fast travel locations. So this is going to be the Great Hall. And then basically the green ones are the ones you've unlocked. The grayed out ones are the ones you haven't. And then, so you can go ahead. So it wants you to travel here to the potions classroom. Professor Weasley gave us this one. So you're just going to want to select the green, fast travel.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. For now, You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that. More to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to Professor Fig and see what he has to say.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
I hope I didn't say too much.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
These yellow represents main quest, and then obviously the more yellow you do, the further along you get in the story. Some quests are locked, mostly due to levels or you don't have the right spells, and you can track the quest with A. So let's go ahead and we'll do the defense against the dark arts class first. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and head to the defense against the dark arts class, and here's a quick tip, guys. It shows right at the bottom. Up on the D-pad, it's gonna send a little bird, and that's how you know where to go. So we're gonna go ahead, and I'll see you guys once we get to the defense against the dark arts class.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and learn the spell the same way we did last time. Go ahead, left stick, and follow the lines. Hit A when you get to them for the boost. And just like that, we've learned Levioso, one of probably the most popular spells in the game. Or in the movie, I should say. So let me know if you guys are enjoying cutscenes, or if you want me to cut them out the video and do more action, because it's really whatever you guys want to see. So go ahead and comment down below if you're enjoying watching the cutscenes, if you've had enough of the cutscenes, or if you just want to see actual gameplay. Go ahead, drop a comment and let me know. So as you can see, yellow on yellow, Levioso's yellow, he's got a yellow bubble around him. So that's gonna break the yellow on yellow will go ahead and break his defense, and then you can hit him with your basic attacks.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
Oh snap. We got a duel going on.
basic cast and Protego. You may begin.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Protego! Stupefier! Levioso! Complicate things.
Sebastian Swallow is light work.
First duel. Let's just say
I do.
Levioso!
So as you can see, the spells do have a cooldown. So you just gotta make sure you wait for the cooldown to go. And just like that, you beat Sebastian Swallows. Or Sebastian Swallows. Whoops. He's not too happy about it, as you can see, but he's just not as skilled as us, so he doesn't really understand.
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
We're gonna go ahead and talk with Sebastian. He's basically just gonna tell you about a secret club they have. It's a dueling club, and you can go there and participate in duels.
Or entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Okay, so just like that, quest is complete. So now we're gonna go ahead and head over to our charms class. So again, you're gonna want to just come here, go to your map, and you can just go ahead and make sure that you are selected on your charms class. And then remember, we can push up on the D-pad and head to our charms class. I'll see you guys once we get there. Alright, here we are in our charms class. I'm sure we're about to meet the professor, so I'll let the professor do the speaking.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Alright, here we go. Now we're gonna learn Accio. So go ahead, same thing, left stick, hit the button, and just like that, we've learned Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Alright, so the object of this game, essentially you just want to pull a ball towards you, and you want to stop it on the blue 50. Now it's important once you cast the spell to keep holding it, or else your spell will stop and the ball won't roll that far. It's also to keep in mind it is a ball, so it's going to keep rolling. So you want to go ahead and stop it a little bit before, and just like that, we were close to the blue. Go ahead and pull it, and then probably stop it somewhere around the yellow. Last one here.
That's it.
Stay on. I think if it didn't cut, it might have fallen off. We crushed it, so.
Playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
We have to play Miss Onai. She's red, we're blue. Remember, in this game, you can knock each other's balls, so just keep that in mind. And you can also move around to get a better angle. So I'm probably going to go for more of an aggressive play here. And I'm going to try to knock her ball off.
I will start going easy on you now.
Okay, that didn't really work. I just gave us both 50 points instead of just myself. So let's go ahead and go for our blue ball right in the middle there. Come on, keep rolling, keep rolling. There we have a 50. Don't knock it off. Don't knock it off, Oni. Knock off your own. Knock off your own. Come on. Alright. So we just need to beat 30. We should be able to. Let's go ahead and stop it right there. Come on, keep rolling. Boom. Perfect score at 150. So you are.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Alright, this is when it gets a little challenging. You gotta go past the boxes when they're moving. Takes a little bit of timing, a little bit of getting used to. She goes first. Remember to keep it held. I'm pretty sure even if you hit the box, just keep it held, alright? Oh, just like that, she gets knocked out of here.
You are doing quite well.
And boom, just like that, we got another 50 bomb on the board. So remember, it takes a little time for the ball to get going. Try to factor that into when you push it. And now she's kind of blocking me right there. So she just made it a little bit harder for myself. So let's go ahead, wait for it to pass. A little short, I think, of 50. but they give it to us, so we needed that.
Let us see this.
This third and last boss is probably going to be the most difficult one for us, just because the timing is going to be a little different than the other two. So let's go ahead, probably start pulling now. Oh, we might have sent it off. Boom, just like that. Another perfect score.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Alright, so we gotta go ahead and talk to Professor Ronan.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright, so right here, guys, I accidentally forgot to turn my microphone back on. So you're just going to want to walk out of Professor Ronan's class and just wait a little bit. And then a new quest will pop up and you're going to go see Professor Weasley. And she's going to be with Deke. And she's going to ask you how your class went and just so on. So I'll let that play out for you guys. But yeah, I forgot to turn my mic back on.
Don't get too...
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one.
To report to Professor Ronan, who seems to be out in the courtyard. He's going to give us our first out of classroom lecture.
An exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio.
So right there is another field guide page. I don't know if it's going to pop up for you guys, but you saw that little flash. If you ever see that, go ahead and cast Revelio, and you'll get another field guide page. Alright, so now we have to collect flying pages near a broken statue.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Gonna be somewhere out here. So I think we just need to wait for it to come by. Should be flying around. Right there it is. Oh, and you're just gonna want to go ahead and use Accio. Acio's gonna allow you to grab those pages. So now go ahead and follow the yellow line to your next destination. Oh, we heard a little ding. Right there's a flying page. Go and use Accio again, and those are all the pages you need to report back to Professor Ronan. And now he's gonna teach us Reparo.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is...
Alright, so this is our first kind of challenge here, because it's not just all A's. So just go ahead and match the buttons each time. And follow the circle. Make sure you avoid the red. And just like that, Reparo has been learned. So now we learn the mending charm.
If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the...
So we're just going to go ahead and focus on the statue and use Reparo on it.
Perhaps agility lover thought it too accurate.
And just like that, we've repaired the statue. Quest is complete. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up episode 2 of Hogwarts. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode where we'll be selecting our wand. Enjoy.